Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1946 Smith Corona Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is this main roller that feeds the paper. Has two paper fingers up front that are also adjustable. I'm just going to line those up on the edges. And the margins are located behind the carriage, along with the paper support arms that flip up from the back. And margins are right below that. So I'm just going to set those towards the end in between those paper fingers so that way we don't get stuck on them. Let's test that real quick. Good on the left, good on the right. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1 or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you flip that switch forward, it skips 2. We're gonna keep it on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. To switch from black to red, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print anything at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it on the top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon. Beautiful typing machine, classic Sterling. Not sure if this was the first Sterling ever made model, but they continued to make Sterlings with different models throughout the years. This one is one of the earlier ones. Very classic feel to it, very classic sound, and the look too. It's got the yellow keys, really pretty. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it down and unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Flip these back down. Backspace on the left side of the keyboard works good. A shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Tab on the top right. This has a manual tab set. It has these little inserts and you can just take them out and put them anywhere on this rack. And there's a scale on the rack to tell you exactly what space you're on. So let's show you from the back. You hit the tab button. It stops at each one of those. 2 on the end. If you don't use them, just put them on the end like that. That works good. Margin release below that, so you get to the end of the margin and there's a mechanism that blocks the keys from typing. But if you hit the margin release, it'll allow you to type all the way to the end. That works good. Open the hood. Gotta move the carriage a little bit to open it, so that way it doesn't get stuck on the handle. You got a touch control on the inner left. The lower you go, the less tension there is on the keys, so when you hit them, they don't respond as fast, but you don't have to hit them as hard for them to print. And the higher you go, the more tension you do have to hit them harder, but they do respond faster. I like it on low. All the brand new ribbons loaded on this left side, so it's pulling to the right. To switch that direction, the switch right here on the left side, you just push it down and it'll switch the direction. That works good. We're going to flip the switch back up so it prints black next time we start typing. The carriage release. Very smooth carriage. Carriage release on the left side. Also very smooth. And this little lever, if you pull it out, it will disable the spacing when you turn the knob. So you can get to an exact spot on the page. When you push it in, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.